Hello. All right, so I'm doing something a little different today. This is inspired by both Robert Welsh and Bailey Sarian. I'm not directly jacking what they do, but I love, I recently found Bailey Sarian, and I love watching her videos where she does her makeup and talks about true crime stories. And Robert Welsh does his makeup while reading ghost stories and mystery stories and weird happenings that have happened to people that people submit to him. I really like that format of putting on your makeup, it being like a chill environment, and discussing something. And I was thinking, what the fuck could I do that, could utilize that format? And I play a literal fuck ton of competitive Overwatch. And I am pretty critical of my own gameplay, as I'm playing, but I don't typically watch my own gameplay back. So I thought it might be interesting if I watch my gameplay while I do my makeup and we discuss things. I realize this is probably a very niche kind of video that a lot of people are going to be like, the fuck? But, it's interesting to me as someone who loves makeup and just has fun putting makeup on, and also loves playing competitive Overwatch. So in case you don't know me, hello, I'm Jess. I stream on Twitch. I do YouTube content involving beauty and gaming and music reactions. So we got a lot of stuff here. So that's that. Now watch a Twitch clip.
You ready for Valk? Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, we can Valk here.
Up there to that bitch right now.
Oh, we're a little separated though.
Hit Q. Do it now. Go.
Nice, big.
I fucking told you! I fucking told you! Rezzing. Alright, now that the Twitch clip is out of the way, small disclaimer here. I am not a professional at this game. No. I'm not even in Masters or Grandmasters or Top 500. Nope. The highest I've peaked is Diamond. I think I just hit a new high while I was recording, or while I was doing some games for today's video. And I got to 3,100 something. And that's the highest I've been. So that's my career high right now. That's for support role. I do play all the roles, however, I do consider myself a support main. Main as far as characters for support. Mercy, Moira, Batiste, and if I really have to, I can play kind of Ana. I really try to not play Brigitte. I'm garbage at Brigitte. How the fuck is it that when the enemy team has a Brigitte, she feels so oppressive and she's a pain in the ass to deal with. But when I play Brigitte, I'm in the team fights for 0.2 seconds and then dead. But we're not watching any Brig play today. We're watching Mercy, and depending on what games I pick from the lineup, possibly some Moira. I didn't play a whole lot of Moira throughout these games, but I don't know how many games we're gonna get through during this, and I guess until I finish my makeup. I played a handful. We've got 4 or 5 games that I could pick from. I'm trying to not pick any of the ones where I've played DPS, which is why I had to play some games today on my main account before I filmed this. Normally I pretty much stream whenever I'm playing Overwatch competitive, but I did some while I was not streaming. And I had to do that because my other games that were in my replays on Overwatch were all me playing DPS. And while I'm sure there would be lots to critique, that's not my main role. So we're critiquing my main role, we're critiquing support, we're critiquing my Mercy for the most part gameplay, depending on what games we end up picking. I don't remember who I played for what game. So that's what we're gonna do. Disclaimer here, we may need to back up and jump around, and sorry if it bothers you that you're not going to see the entire game. I probably will be cutting out bits and pieces here and there just to make sure that the video doesn't end up being an hour long, because sometimes I'm really slow with my makeup. I'm not a makeup artist, so sometimes mistakes happen, or I'm just being careful, or whatever. So we might get through a couple of games, but in doing so, I'm going to be consolidating in post. So I'm sorry if that bothers you. I'm sorry if you're not going to be seeing the entirety of the game, but there is somewhere you can watch me play entire games. Remember that aforementioned Twitch stream? Yeah, twitch.tv/zombie_girlie. So there you go. If you really want to see full games, that's where to do it. So all of that said, I think we're ready to play. Maybe not play. I think we're ready to watch me play. So with the glasses off, I don't have like terrible vision, but there may be parts where I have to like squint a little bit and like kind of go back, but I don't wear contacts, so you know, it is what it is. Oh, also, I'm not going to be talking about the products as I'm putting them on my face because we're just talking about gameplay. I'm like weirdly nervous. I think part of why, I know I keep talking and I'm like, yeah, let's do this, but I think part of why I'm nervous is because this is kind of like a niche thing. Like, really, who's gonna be interested in this other than me? So we'll see how this goes, but hopefully I'll have fun doing it, and maybe it'll be interesting to somebody. All right, here we go. So my team right now, we've got a Widow and a Doomfist for DPS. So I remember thinking like, who am I gonna pocket here? Because I don't love pocketing Widows, because if their shot is charged at 100, or, you know, if it's fully charged, it should headshot and crit and insta kill. So it's like, what am I really damage boosting? I forgot to pull out my skincare. But I'm trying to, you know, boost the Widow here.
That's more like
We're boosting the Doomfist. The reason I switched to the Doom is because I knew that other Doom was coming up, and I wanted to help him in that duel because fuck Doomfist. I wanted to make sure that he won that duel that he was about to take with the Doom. I was trying to like be clever with that res right there. I wanted to res through the wall, but I didn't quite get it right there. Hold on, let me look at, let's watch this a little bit again. I feel like I maybe could have done something a little differently here. I'm not, yeah, like you'll see here, I was trying to set myself up to see him and like fall back, but I didn't get the timing right. I should have kept my beam on Ryan. I fucked that up. I should have kept my beam on Ryan. He'd have had more health once he got slept right there.
I'm taking care of you.
Yeah. Definitely could have done that better. I wish I'd have kept the beam on Ryan. He probably still would have died, but he might have lived long enough that it would have helped the team, but it is what it is.
No one can hide from my sight. Heal me.
I heard the Widow. Wasn't sure where she was. I knew she was high ground somewhere, but found the Widow just in time to help her get while she was getting dove by a tracer.
Next.
I should have been in the air there, I think. Let's watch that a little bit again. Yeah, I could have been in the air there. Then again, our Ryan could have had his shield up. Where was our Ryan's shield? Oh wait, I'm still getting used to doing this. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Reinhardt. I'm just curious why he dropped his shield. It was, yeah, he should have had his shield up, but you know, it is what it is.
You needed a doctor?
Thank you, Angela. You're called out. Get in there.
I am really curious. I forgot about that nano. I'm really curious if they meant to nano me. I rest.
Thank you, Angela. You're called out. Get in there.
No, there's no way that she meant to do that. There's no way. How did that hit me?
Damage increase.
That's fucking funny though. I bet that Anna was pissed. By the way, I do always play in voice chat. Should I have out there? Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. By the way, I can still see the screen out of my peripheral vision. In case anybody's like, she's not even watching. I am. I definitely could have been positioned better right there. I should have stayed up there. I should have stayed on high ground. There was no reason for me to be right there. I deserved that death. Yeah, I should have 100% stayed on high ground. There was zero reason for me to drop down. I think I may have dropped down changing doors because they got the point. I may have thought I needed to drop down. Yeah, we were just getting dope.
No one can hide.
See, I knew the Doom was there, so I used the pillar to make sure he couldn't
Damage boost engaged.
punch me into the fucking Shadow Realm.
Healing stream
Nanoboost administered.
By the way, this entire game, our Reinhardt was bitching about the heals. Our Reinhardt was saying that there was zero healing, and I'm like, okay, buddy. Sure. Positioning right there is not good. That Zen could have killed me. I flung myself out. I bunny hopped there when I shouldn't have. I should have been using the payload as cover. What was I doing up there? Bad positioning. Bad positioning right there.
Healing stream
Fire at will.
Getting the high ground.
Enemy contact.
I did have to jump off the high ground because my team was up so far, but...
This is not your time. I'm taking care of you.
I moved this mirror and I shouldn't have. I have a mirror that's like farther away so that I can make sure
No one can hide from my
that my morales are even-ish and all that jazz. Good enough.
Let's get you back out there.
I'm surprised that super jump actually worked.
Heroes never die.
Into the iris.
Let me get you out.
Fire at will.
This is not the end.
I overstayed that welcome. I'm glad I didn't end up dying right there, but I should have backed out sooner.
You needed a doctor? Right beside you.
That Doom was so annoying. And the Tracer, the combo of Doom and Tracer is just like, ugh.
Where is it? The battle continues. Healing
Healing stream engaged. I'm with you.
Now see what
Damage increase.
Charging.
Combat.
Charging.
Damage amplified.
you won't regret.
No one can hide from my
Yeah,
Heroes never die.
immediately checked on my Ana right there to make sure that the Tracer wasn't getting her. The Doom ended up getting her, but I think I should have waited on that res so that I could have contested the payload longer, been alive longer. I might have been able to get away with the res later. Yeah, Ashe is always great to damage boost because you damage boost those dynamites, your Ashe will have their ultimate real fucking quick.
You should be at peak performance level. Go to sleep. Let's get you back out there. Damage increase.
Me using that post there to try and stop the Doom from getting me. This was a clusterfuck fight right here. That was a clusterfuck fight right there.
Helden sterben nicht.
That's one of the spots where the Ryan was like, oh my god, there's no healing. It's like, bitch, you were in a fucking grab getting pummeled on. What do you want? I really wish that somebody on my team had like swapped to like a Sombra or a McCree.
Your support has arrived. Let me get
Meteor strike.
I like that super jump. I like that I did that. Good job, me. I knew Doom was ulting and I was like, alright, let me get my ass in the air. You hear that? Tick-tick-tick-tick-tick. Love damage boosting Ashes.
Helden sterben nicht.
One of the DPS that I play is Ashe, so I might be a little biased.
Damage boost engaged.
I pretty much had free reign this entire game to super jump all I wanted because they never really ran like a Widow. They had an Ashe, but they swapped to the flankers, so
Let's get you back out
I was just like constantly trying to keep my ass in the air.
Fire at will.
Let me use a fluffier brush. Actually dip back into the first brush. I probably should have just backed off and like gone to the high ground sooner rather than shoot at the Tracer, but it's not like I died. I didn't get any charge off of her either though. Since I've been playing so much Ashe and I use a much lower sensitivity when I'm playing on
Your support has arrived.
let me watch this real quick. Sorry. I used to have like really good aim on Mercy when I was like Valked and like chasing down people. My aim, I feel like, has gone to shit since I actually started playing DPS.
Heilstrahl aktiviert.
Because when I'm playing DPS, my sensitivity is a fuck ton lower than when I'm on Mercy. I kind of don't know. I heard that there was a Bastion there, and I was like, alright, we're using this cover. I that Tracer didn't stick on me.
Get me.
I'm actually very surprised that the Tracer didn't stick on me. I don't know why she didn't. She might have been able to get me, honestly.
Heal up.
You needed a doctor? I've got
30 seconds remaining.
I shouldn't have gone for that. We were like almost out of time. I felt it was a desperate attempt. It was a desperate attempt at a res.
the wonders of
And I should have not tried for it to see if
Let me get you patched up.
Round.
if the fight,
Peak performance levels.
if we could back out, kind of re-stabilize a little bit. But because I died
To 3. Switching.
while
sides.
trying to res that, there was not going to be any kind of re-stabilization. Had we re-stabilized, I might have been able to set up the Hammond to contest the point. But I died. So, oops.
60 seconds.
Still trying to boost the Ash, but I'm keeping an eye on the McCree.
You should be at peak performance levels.
I messed up a super jump right there.
Stop right beside me. Where does it head?
I lingered there too long. I lingered there too long.
30 seconds remaining.
I should have flew to the Anna or something. I lingered there too long and I let that Tracer get a little bit too much damage on me. And then it was too late. I couldn't get away from it.
10 seconds remaining. Victory.
Obviously not a victory for me. Yeah, there were definitely times where I could have done better there. See, that was Blizzard World. Let's watch one that's a win.
Let's get you healed up.
I probably shouldn't have super jumped there because we don't know if they have a Widow or not. And on this map, if they had a Widow, they would have been looking in the air for a Mercy or a Pharah or an Echo. So that was too risky. I shouldn't have jumped there. Nothing happened, but still.
Point me in the
I should have played safer until I knew what their team comp was.
Wrecking ball.
Me going to that Ashe saved her. Monkey would have killed her, for sure.
heroes never die.
That Winston wasn't super good at like staying on target though when he was ulted. Maybe he was just thinking like get the Bob off the point or something, but... Alright, so I didn't get the res off because there was a Lucio. I wasn't being mindful of where the Lucio was. Lucio was all in my ass there. I still managed to contest the point for quite a bit though, so I'm not mad at that.
Your support has arrived.
Keeping our Lucio alive. Always look after your other healer, y'all.
I get the
If you're playing support, for the love of God, look out for your other healer. Bad positioning there. No, shouldn't have been there. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking with that.
Pick it up.
I'm being
I don't know if my Lucio is teabagging me because I got slept or protecting me.
I'm taking care of you.
Maybe a little of both.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
This is not your time.
Lucio.
You should be at peak performance level.
Interesting pick for the Echo to dupe, honestly. Like, I get what they were going for, but did it end up working for them? Because I kind of think not.
Where does it hurt? Get too close to the sun, you're gonna burn.
Check this out.
Damage increase. Don't stop now.
I was worried that the Lucio was gonna try and boot me into the dragon. Or the bomb, I mean.
Your support has arrived. This is not the end.
But that didn't happen.
Get in there, Bob.
This will protect us. You have my
I could use
I was really surprised at how well we held that. There were a couple times I really thought we were gonna lose it.
damage amplified.
God, that was such a tough place to be in right there. If I had stayed there, the Echo would have absolutely killed me. But repositioning where I did
The objective
set up an easy kill for the hog. I kind of don't know what else I could have done in there. Not exactly room to super jump. Yeah.
You needed a doctor?
Sometimes you're just gonna die.
Let's get you back in the loop.
Oh, so I mean, I could have been positioned maybe around the corner, but that was just Hanzo spam killed me. He headshot me. Just tried to keep it contested as much as possible right there. Like, what are you gonna do? You know, there wasn't a whole lot to be done right there.
Damage boost engaged. Heroes never die.
I vouched there because I was afraid of our Rhine dying. But honestly, it was a little bit of a wasted Valk because nobody else was on point with him. You know, so I could have saved that. I could have saved it. That's funny. We're gonna watch that again. I forgot about that. We killed each other. Look, my thought process there was I'm gonna die. I might as well take someone out with me. And I did. I did, in fact, take someone out with me. That was a risky res.
I am empowered.
I don't always like pocketing Pharahs like this when they're going around like that, but I knew that we had a main healer with the rest of the team, so I went with them. So I really like running Mercy with another main healer. Is if you run Mercy with an off healer, you aren't gonna have as much pocket like time. Like your right click. I was positioned bad there. I don't even know what was going through my head right there. I really thought I was gonna die there, and I thought this was gonna be a wasted ult. I remember this. Because they were all critical, but I couldn't reach any of them. I couldn't see any of them to get there.
I'm taking care of you.
My will.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Body blocking for the Pharah, as Mercy's should.
Your support has arrived.
They were trying for me real hard right there. That's another part where I was like, I think I'm about to die, but I didn't. I did not die.
Damage boost engaged.
I'm going whole hog.
Power. Increase. Healing stream engaged.
Let me check this.
Damage
So,
never die.
I love throwing an elbow into people as I'm flying by them.
Damage boost engaged.
Love doing that.
Focus my cards.
I am on fire.
Anytime you're flying past an enemy and you're able to throw an elbow, try to get into the habit of doing that. Because it can be really helpful, because if you don't know what somebody's health is, you're not gonna be able to make a call to your team. But you elbow them and you see, oh shit, Anna's got 1 health, y'all. You call that shit out in your voice chat. Always helpful. Oh, that's funny. That was the healer that was on my team last time. The last one we watched. I didn't realize that they were on the enemy team the game before that.
Damage increase. Your support has arrived.
That Genji was a annoying little shit right there.
I'm taking care of you. You should be at peak
Our
performance.
diva's out of mech, so I'm boosting her a little bit here. Not only just to, you know, be able to heal her when she needed help, but I was trying to boost her damage so she could get back into mech faster. He tried to shatter me, but missed because I was flying. He didn't have shatter, and he was now meleeing with the Reinhardt, so
Let's get you back out there.
I went for the res. I shouldn't. Yeah, I remember that. I shouldn't have been shooting at the Rhine. I was like, oh, we're fine.
Get here.
We were not fine.
Immer unterbrechen.
I've got you in my sights.
Nanoboost administered.
I like that res. I like that res a lot.
Damage boost.
I got a little stuck there because the people that I could,
Stream engaged.
the people that were around me would have like kind of put me in a vulnerable position had I jumped down to heal. I probably could have kept the Doomfist alive,
Enemy contact.
but I didn't want to give up that high ground advantage that I felt like I had. I just realized this is a very Halloween-y look. It's spooky season, so whatever.
And call for me if you need assistance.
Yeah, remember what I said earlier about I don't really enjoy damage boosting widows? She got a headshot there, so like me damage boosting her did nothing for that. She still would have gotten the kill.
You should be at peak performance. I'm here. Executing flight.
So I definitely right there could have used I could have rezzed her from underneath and used the wall as cover,
Valkyrie online.
but I did not. And I got up there and I said, "Oh, hi Echo, how are you doing?"
Rendezvous at my position.
Damage increase.
Thank you, my friend.
Let me get you patched.
I like that right there. I didn't panic ult. I waited until the Genji's ult was done before ulting. Lucio, you little
Let's get you
fucker.
back out there.
I definitely could have waited to res there. That Lucio was watching me. I should have known that.
Lifting off.
This Reinhardt, earlier in the match, if you'd noticed, he literally came to get me. He escorted me back so I could get back to the point quicker, and then right there he came forward and was like, "Mercy, I help you." What a fucking gentleman. Or gentle lady.
Adaptive
Heroes never die.
Honor.
I was worried right there that the Lucio was gonna boot me, but I angled it well enough around the pillar that he wasn't able to. See, and this stuff right here, this is why I love playing with another main healer, because I was able to just hang out with the DPS and, oops, sorry for bumping the mic, and literally, I bumped it again, and literally just pocket the two of them.
Healing stream engaged.
If I'm the main healer and the only main healer, that ain't gonna happen. Maybe for an ultimate, but that's about it.
60 seconds.
Oh my god, I remember this. I was literally in voice chat like, please, come to the point, help!
30 seconds remaining.
Their tracer almost back capped us. I'm not mad at myself that I died there to the tracer. Like, my aim could have been better. I could have killed the tracer. So that's, you know, that could have been a critique for me. But, my team didn't listen to my call out. There wasn't anything I could really do about that. I went ahead and just did the lip without doing another game because I'd already done 3. I feel like 3 is a pretty good amount. In the future, if I do these again, I say if, but I think that I will. And I know that I probably seemed like I wasn't watching a lot of it, but I really could see the whole thing that was happening in my peripheral vision. And then the more that I do these, like, the better I'll get at doing them. So, you know, yeah, I think I will do more of them, and hopefully somebody out there finds them interesting. If not, then I'll just be making them for me. So this is the final look. Nothing like amazing, and my eye is watery. Oh, the joys of having really sensitive eyes. Yeah, so this ended up being like a very kind of Halloween-y, bold candy corn but with black kind of look. I think my overall takeaway is I definitely had some times where I fucked up. My positioning was bad in a few places, but overall I'm pretty happy with my gameplay in these games that we watched. You know, there were definitely things that I could have done better. Times where, you know, I could have been positioned better, or I went for a res when I should have waited. You know, little things like that. But there wasn't anything really this time around that I was just like, bitch, that was a really dumb fuck up. Oh my god. Those definitely do happen, but we picked games that I didn't do anything that was completely obscene, so. Maybe next time we'll do my Ashe gameplay, because there'll be a lot more mistakes with that. Like, a lot. Alright, y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you want more videos like this, or, you know, like I said, I do other gaming videos, I do beauty related stuff, I do music reactions. If any of that sounds like it might be fun to you to watch, then go ahead and subscribe. But if not, that's alright. You do you, you know, do whatever the fuck you want. You're a grown-ass person, you know? You do you. And I will see all of y'all later. Okay, bye.